What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Brewster's Ridge Disc Golf Course here at Smuggler's Notch Resort in, I don't remember the name of the town, but it is in upper northern Vermont. We are way up here almost in Canada. There's two courses I'm going to be checking out today, but you're going to see them a week apart. We're doing Fox Run after this because the last time I did Fox Run first and water got in the charging port for the camera, so it would no longer charge. So we're making sure that you guys stay nice and plugged up today. So hopefully that doesn't happen. We're starting on Brewster's first. Also to try to keep water away from everything. It is, for some reason, every time I play this course or these collection of courses, it does tend to be a little on the sprinkly side. So hopefully we stay dry out there. Hopefully we score well out there. Let's see what we can do. We are going to play the FPO layout, so any times where there might be a shorter or a longer tee pad or basket, we're going to play the FPO version of the course. Starting on hole 1, they both start on the same tee pad, 320 feet to the basket. It's 2 off the first, but I'm going to throw a forehand first just to make sure we're getting warmed up. We're going to go resistor. Okay, a little inside, a little slippery still. Let me try to go with we're gonna go backhand turnover with the hex. Let's see if that works out. That looks like it's gonna be better replacement. Probably take the second one this time. And at a course like this, where the rough can be very punishing, and the fairways can be very long, you definitely need to make sure you're hitting your putts. This is kind of outside my range, and I forgot to warm up putting, but we'll see what I can do. Oh, that is a good feeling. Just to be like, get out straight out of the car and make a 55 footer. All right, hole 2, 450 feet. It is a par 4 though, so we have a very tight technical fairway to go up. It's uphill, but there's a headwind, which is why I'm throwing the trail and not the cicada. Trying to get as much distance as possible here. Okay, sneaky. That was not, in fact, sneaky. There is an OB line over there, so we're going to be throwing our third from those OB rocks. That's unfortunate. All right, it took me way too long to find this disc because I was looking in the wrong spot. Once I found it, it went out about this white flag, so right here. That's what it was supposed to do the first time. Okay. Now we have a putt to make to save a double bogey. And this is one of my favorite courses to play, but it is so extremely punishing if you're just a little bit off. Not unmakeable, but not extremely likely. Oh man. Okay. And yes, from long range, I do swing from left to right with my putt. Is that a problem? I mean, it didn't go in, but that's probably my best effort that I could give it. So we went from 1 under par to 2 over par in 2 holes. Hole 3, par 3, 285. Am I gonna throw a putter at it? No. Am I gonna throw a mid-range? No, we're gonna disc all the way up to an eagle. It's a headwind and it's uphill. I'm gonna try to get all the way there. I've never even parred this hole, so we'll see what we can do. Okay, well that's flipped faster than I thought it would. I thought we were higher elevation, and I guess headwind does that. Wow. Ended up a little bit short. It was a little bit low, a little bit too, well, not enough hyzer is the problem. And that should be a 3, which I think will be my best score if UDisc is telling me correctly. This should be my best score on this course. Par 4, 420 feet. I'm gonna put the trail as far as I can. This hill gets to you if you're not careful. So I'm gonna try to trust and account for the fact that it's probably gonna turn a little bit and hang it left. Oh, that's perfect. That's right down in the middle. That's what they made the trail for, folks. And unlike my mini bag from Maryland, I do have a range. Oh boy, is this the time when you say that it's too easy? Now this may not have the distance to get all the way there, but 305 uphill, softly bending to the right at the end. I've wanted to throw my pyro on this shot for so long, but also it's not a pyro shape. It doesn't have too much room for a forehand flex line, but it would be perfect for the Zone SS. If I threw it a little bit higher off the ground and smooth. Okay. Should have been the Zone SS. Remember when I said I prefer anhyzer on really long putts? I don't think I can make it go this far, this straight. But there's a line here. Oh. That was so close. So yeah, we might be 2 over par with 2 birdies. But this is the most fun I've had on this trip so far at this specific course. Oh, and I've actually been thinking about this hole as well. What am I going to throw on this hole? And there's another hole similar to this hole later on this course. I was like, 345. Yeah, the Luna may be able to get there. It's downhill. The Luna glides. I need it to do a soft hyzer the whole way. Sounds like a Luna shot. Not if I do that. Okay, some of my releases are on and some of them are not. Where I need it, which means probably another bogey, but so close and yet still so extremely far. Yeah, that is bogey. Bogey, not what we want. Hole 7, par 4, 520. It goes and just does basically a giant left-hand bend for the whole entire hole. So we're gonna try to flip up the backhand eagle and trust it to a hyzer release, and hopefully I can flip it up and get sneaky through some inside gaps, because that's basically the only way to get there for me. Or, yeah, that seems to be about where I want to be. That's the best shot I've ever had on this hole. Now, looks like if I copy and paste, we might be able to just do the same shot. Hopefully get the same result. Except this run-up's way more treacherous. Yeah. Just like that. Same shot. Try to get a birdie. Really? You could have given me a little bit more. A little more glide today would have been nice, Rhino. That one hurts. I mean, it's edge of maybe just outside circle. It still hurts. 705 par, no, hole 8. It's a par 5 though. That's why the 5 was in my head. It's par 5, 705. I'm gonna try to go, I think, flex forehand off the tee to try to get some distance up up there. It looks like it's been slightly right most of the way. So we'll see what we can do with a forehand to start. And we're right behind a tree, so it might be forehand again. Time for something a little weird. This footing is a little weird. We're gonna go eagle flex backhand. I wish I could move that rock, but I can't. You got the scoot. I don't think it's difficult when you have to throw around something and still get up a hill. Oh, there was no gaps here. Uphill run up, so cicada, and it's really far uphill too. Well, that was not the direction I wanted it to kick, but I think we might be far enough up there that we can save a par at least. Okay. We're gonna have to make a big putt now. Well, I got us almost to the level. I thought that basket was a lot closer than it was. Hole 9, par 3, 310 feet. This looks like a Luna shot if I've ever seen one. So, following that, here we go. Oh, there's one tree in that line you have to miss. And I just squared it perfectly up. That's unfortunate. You know what they say? Bad drives lead to highlight putts. Or maybe you can't have highlight putts if you always park it. Something to that effect. I guess you have to be able to do the highlight putt to make it work out. It's another par though. I also been thinking about this specific hole with the trail in mind. 410, dead straight right at it. It should be the right disc. Trail ace. Oh. Inches. Ace runs don't mean anything if you still take a par on the hole though, so we have to make our putt as well. A little on the long side. I'm upset that I keep putting high, but also I can't be too mad at myself because at least it has the height. I'm just a little bit too much. Hole 11 is par 4, 620 feet. Looks like it's a bit of a flex shot to get all the way down there. Turn right with a little bit of a comeback at the end to the left, but for the most part, we're just trying to get down there and get to the right for starters. We're gonna go backhand cicada and hope that I can hit it clean enough to hold it over for most of the way. I think I hit 4 trees. Wow. That was solid. And also that tree is dead, so that's why it made that big explosion sound. Should have gone pyro so it would have held over, or destroyer. Just a range. Well, it's par 4, so this is only going to be a par. I think if I just trust my instincts, I'm going to play better out here. Hole 12 this is the other one I was talking about, where I'm going to throw the Luna on it, even though it's not the right distance. It's way too far for the Luna to actually get there because it's downhill with just a soft left, right to left bend at the end. I think Luna is the right play for me right here because I think the hex will get a little too squarely down towards the green. That should be perfect. There is so many people during the tournament, like a month and a half ago, that would have killed for that placement for their shot. Well, sorry, unless you're sponsored by Infinite, so kind of open bag, or you're sponsored by Discraft, you're gonna have to go somewhere else to find your Luna. Remember how I said I need to go with my instincts? It's probably a better shot for the hole to try to throw the backhand turnover on this as the tee shot. It's 570, it just bends right the whole way into par 4. So if you throw the backhand tee shot, you're more likely to have an open second shot towards the green. But I want to make the corner. We're going destroyer forehand. Oh, slow it. Okay, I'm in the middle of the path, so I'll have something. You're set up on the tee pad that is 350. So I'm guessing I'm about 320, maybe a little bit shorter. We're gonna go hex, turnover, backhand. Well, there goes that. Not that we're having a bad score or we're having a bad day. It just, every once in a while I'm still grip locking and it's really kind of annoying still. Now we're pin high to this tee pad, which is 250, so rain. You gotta be kidding me. Seriously? Would have been better with a flip up forehand. Well, I guess got an easy putt for bogey. 280. Very uphill. I'm gonna go octane. Okay, well, caught a tree, but it kicked me straight. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's probably a helpful kick, but I think I'm still outside of my range for today. Oh boy. Well, there was no Anheuser on that putt. This is another one of those where it's the downhill right to left shots. We're gonna go Luna again. This one's 325, so a little bit shorter. So I'm not gonna have to hit it as hard. But I think this one might go a touch straighter, so we'll see. Looks like I grip locked it again. Same shot, same disc, more hyzer. That was unlucky. Now I'm gonna have to make a putt through the cedars. Or over. This might actually, the Luna might come into play here, the Sky Flex one here. Okay. That was probably a little bit over the top still. And that is a bogey. So our score's not going to look great, but at least we had fun out here. All right, hole 16, par 3, very far downhill, 410. Bends from left to right towards the end. You could try to go with a forehand, but then you run the risk of fading out early, fading out really far right, or skipping. So I'm going to go Luna and try to turn it over. The downhill's going to help me. And I'm going to re-tee with the TI Flex Luna because I don't want to play from over there. Yeah. Would have had a better shot. The Z Luna, the Z Swirl was on a better line and it would have been a better shot because it's not as understable, but it would have held for longer portion of its flight. As it is, now I gotta go digging and we're trying to make a C2 putt to save a bogey from the TI Flex Luna. But it's better than trying to scramble from way back here. Well, There's not really a line to it. Actually, there's kind of an Anheuser line. Let me try it. Let me try it. Nope. Okay, it's gonna be a double bogey. No, a triple bogey, because that's gonna take me one to get up from there. Yeah. Triple bogey. I know. Hole 17, par 4, 545. We're gonna go trail off the tee because this is a par 4. We're just trying to push straight. If we can get up to those trees straight in front of us, that'll be perfect. If we can get kind of slightly around the corner to give us a better chance, even better. But I think trail might be the driver on this hole and possibly the next hole as well. Onto the path, so we're just dead center. Perfect. Can't ask for anything better. 230, we want it to go straight, and then we want it to kind of slide straight and maybe a little left. So zone SS seems like a good play here. Yeah. That'll leave us about a 15-20 footer, I think. There we go. Okay, if we can finish birdie, that would be amazing. Now we gotta go birdie 18, but it feels so good to actually hit the fairway that I'm trying to do. And I did that sometimes today. It just sucks that my putting and upshots could not help me out there. But I felt like I was on pretty well with most of my drives. Also, if you haven't had a chance to come play Brewster's Ridge, definitely come check this out. This is, in my opinion, this is the prettiest course, especially in October. Prettiest course that I've ever played. I forgot that they moved this basket over to the left position, so not the trail. It's 340. We're gonna try to throw the resistor hard enough to get it there after we let this guy do whatever he's gonna do. Try to just, if I throw this hard and flat, it'll flex a little bit on its own, but how far does it go if I just beam it? Well, that was an unfortunate result. At least I can still throw the rhino correctly. That is going to be, I think I'm at 7 over, which not the best, not the worst if shot out here, but 7 over it is. Hopefully you guys enjoy content like this. If so, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff though, make sure to comment that down below. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps you guys out with these subscriber only giveaways. And if you want to be automatically entered into monthly giveaways, check out the memberships as well. Until next time, see you out on the course.